We gather here today to say goodbye, Mr. Guinea, and that, sorry, it's so hard to talk about. Kai knows Harrison, and Kai knows Meadow. He slapped Meadow, Allie punched Harrison, Ivy slapped Allie, and Kai Anderson has a job. He has a job and he has a college degree. All of that to say, rest in peace, Mr. Guinea. You not only deserved better, but in honor of you, I'm gonna go ahead and recap episode 3 and 4 of American Horror Story. Hey guys, Victoria here, and welcome to the Geeky Sandbox. Today, in honor of Mr. Guinea, we're gonna go ahead and recap episode 3 and 4 of American Horror Story Season 7, Cult. Number 10, Harrison's White Privilege Rant. This rant was beautifully written because it was satirical, it was ironic, and it was very, edgy because Harrison, who is a white man himself, he goes over to Allie's house and though he is utilizing his white privilege within their neighborhood and things like that, he accuses Allie of not understanding her white privilege, which is very satirical the way they wrote it. And I feel like even the actors were kind of poking fun at themselves too and the idea of what was happening. Number 9, rest in peace, Mr. Guinea. So obviously, clearly I'm distraught by this one moment out of the entirety of both 2 episodes. But the neighbors gift Oz a guinea pig, and he's the most precious guinea pig in the entire world. And initially Allie's like, no, we don't want you to keep it. You know I have allergies. You guys have allergies. What are you doing? But as soon as she told Oz, you know what, you can go ahead and keep him, I knew that something was going to happen to that poor guinea pig. And when they went back to the house, they saw Mr. Guinea spinning around on a microwave plate, which he ultimately, of course, exploded and died. Right in front of poor Oz's eyes, right in front of my poor eyes. Like, this might have actually been one of the moments in the episode so far where I gasped out loud. Because I saw it coming, but I didn't want to believe it was coming. So Oz's guinea pig died. Number 8, a beautiful couple, very loving. They're shoved into coffins and they're welded shut so that way they don't have any air, and then they're found dead a couple of days later. And the reason that this is my number 8 is because, first of all, how horrible is that? But secondly, the woman who was going to therapy, she actually has the same therapist as Allie, Dr. Vincent. And she explained to Dr. Vincent, like, hey, I think I've conquered my fear of coffins and nothing like that can hurt me anymore. That fear is gone. And as soon as her and her husband go home from that session in order to celebrate, what happens? The clowns shove them into coffins, which further proves that I feel Dr. Vincent is not only very sketchy, but he has a huge part to play in instilling some sort of fear on the people in the town that come to him, his patients. Number 7, the chemical trucks. There are these big chemical trucks that are driving through Allie and Ivy's neighborhood, and they're just spewing out some sort of green chemical, which not only killed a ton of birds in their neighborhood, but it also made Allie's nose start bleeding. We never got to find out who it was that was behind the mask. Literally, they had a mask on top of a mask, under a mask, like this big ridiculous thing. Number 6, Kai stops the protesters from hurting Allie by only saying 3 words. That is enough. And they immediately stop like that. They stop chanting, they stop shaking her car, they stop bashing against her window, and they just walk away. Which was so powerful to me, and it was very crazy because this just further proves that not only is Kai in control of everything, but he's much more dangerous and much more manipulative and intelligent than we all give him credit for.
Have a nice day.
Number 5, Harrison is really good friends with Detective Samuels. And Meadow is uneasy about the situation for a completely different reason than I am. I'm uneasy about it because I'm just like, how do you know him? Okay, number 4 is going to tie in quite a few things, so I'm going to try to do my best to condense it. Allie threatens to kill her neighbors if they don't stay away from her son, and they see the same creepy smiley face not only on their doors, but also on Harrison and Meadow's door, and that leads to what happens later. Meadow disappears and Harrison runs out into the street and he's covered in blood and he's telling the police like, it wasn't me, where is my wife, where's Meadow? And then he sees Ivy and Allie coming outside of their house and he immediately is like, it was her, you need to arrest her. She said she was gonna kill us. What did you do to Meadow? And I'm sitting here like, we've seen Allie this whole time, Harrison. You sure you didn't kill Meadow? Because earlier on, Kai did kind of convince you that Meadow needed to be killed, or that she really wanted Meadow dead. So who's really the killer here? Number 3, Ivy finds out that Allie and Winter had a moment in the tub. Though Allie tries to explain herself, Ivy doesn't want to hear it. She wants to take Oz and she wants to leave. And it's like, at this point, you know that Allie is being set up. There are just too many things happening and all of it is perfectly falling in line. No one seems to be in her corner. It's like she's being isolated for some reason, and I'm interested in finding out why. Number 2, Ivy knows Winter. It's not one of those coincidental like, oh, I met her in the supermarket, or oh, I think I may have seen her face somewhere. No, she knows this girl. She's had dinner with her. They've committed a crime together. Like, there's just this, so when, I'm so frustrated, guys. So when Ivy and Allie were given that interview, it just blows my mind that Allie was sitting there the whole time not knowing that these two know each other very well. I think I might want to take my statement back from about 2 videos ago that Kai sent Winter in to start babysitting Oz. It could have very well been a type of thing where Ivy personally sought out Winter and was like, hey, you would be perfect for this. Like, I know you, you know me, and we're on the same page, and you would be the perfect person to help take care of my son. Which makes me wonder what the extent of their relationship is. I'm interested in finding more out about those two, so I guess we'll find out. Number 1, equal power. This number 1 is kind of composed of many different things. It's mainly Kai. Kai is like number 1 for these past 2 episodes. Episode 4 was probably one of my favorite episodes so far of this season because it was so full of, you know, backstory, and we got to learn the motives of some of the characters. We got to learn how they knew each other. And though like there wasn't many crazy things happening, just listening to the way Evan Peters played Kai Anderson and the way, you know, the way Kai just kind of, he's very, very persuasive. He's very good with words. And as I mentioned earlier, he's intelligent. He's quick. He's experienced life. And then on top of that, he's good looking. But like all these people he's recruiting, like he's able to do it with such ease. It only takes him about 2 conversations to do that with each person that he's recruited. And I mean, with Meadow, he only had to talk to her once, and he had Meadow designing the mask for the clowns. So all the clowns we see in their different types of masks, those were designed by Meadow. I really didn't see that one coming. You also find out that Harrison and Kai have a very, very strong bond. They have a very tight friendship. Kai even convinced him to kill his boss, and Kai even taught him how to cut up a body and how to get rid of it. And those are the type of bonding moments I want, not including Harrison watching Kai masturbate. So that's a whole nother thing in itself. But those guys bonded. Those are their bonding moments. And another thing we learned is Kai actually created that smiley face. And he's the type of man that if he has to do something himself, he'll do it. But if he sees that he doesn't have to, pretty much everybody does his dirty work for him.
I told you I would take care of you. And I did.
If you like this video, please leave me a like rating down below. I'm looking at you guys, the ones that are watching this right now. Like this video. Like it, like it, like it, like it. So that way I'll know what you guys want me to keep doing and what I'm doing right, or what you may not like. That way it'll make this whole experience for both of us in this sandbox a lot easier. So, I think I might have said it. I don't know, did I say it? Yeah, like this video, and leave me a comment. Don't be afraid to talk to me. What part in the past episodes 3 and 4, really shook you? Like I said, for me, it was that Ivy and Winter knew each other. Like I'll probably never get over that. And even Meadow designing the mask for the clowns. That was very crazy too. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.